Hi, this is Judd with PresenterMedia. In this video, we will easily create some engaging videos with our editable video templates. So follow along as I show you how to add images, change colors, edit text placeholders to easily create standout videos with your personal touch. So let's get started. I'm signed into PresenterMedia, and if I go to the top navigation and click on Slide Clips Video Maker, this will open up the page with all the editable video templates. And I'll scroll down and start to see all the templates available. And there's 4 different sliders here. So the first slider will be single slide video templates. The second slider will be multiple slide video templates. And then you'll have your social media sizes, which is a square and a vertical size. And they all work the same way. So we'll just take a look at this first video, the single slide video. If I click on that, for single slide videos, I'll need to click Customize this video. This green button, and this will load it up into the online video maker application. And in the middle will be your work area. This is what the video looks like, and you can make your edits here. And then down here you can play all or play from if you have multiple slides. And you can see that this video has music added to it, which is a little loud for this tutorial, so I'm going to go in here and turn it down. Underneath Timeline and Audio, I'll click on that, and then go to Project Music and Audio, click on that button, and I'm going to turn it down right here, this slider. And then I'll close this window. Okay, so now when I play it, it's a little bit quieter, I can talk over it. Okay, let's start making some edits to this video. And let's start by changing the text. This text will look different in each video template. So this video template, the text is in a group, and all that means is that each element is just grouped together, so it's easy to move, or the group is actually animated. And to edit a group, you just click on Edit Group, and you can see that you can select individual pieces of the group now while you're in the group editor, and move them around or change the color of them. And another way you can change the text is over under Quick Edit, and you can just type in a search, one of these text boxes, your new text, and then click out of it to see it update. And you can see that it updated, but the text is still, it's too big. It went to 2 lines. So what I can do is just click back into that text box right here and go to the text options, which show up at the top once you have a text item selected. And you can change the font here, the size, the style, like bold, italic. I'm going to change the font size, which is the big T and little t icon. And I'll just drag the slider down until it goes to 1 line. Okay, that looks good. And that's how you change the text quickly over here in the quick text edit with these text boxes. And if I want to change the color of the text, I'll need to go into that group to change that. So with the group selected, I'll go into Edit Group, and I'll change the text of this first text box here, and I could change the whole reach by just going here and changing it to a color, or I can double click on it to go in and start editing that text. And I'm just going to drag a selection over where it says reach, and then go back up to the color indicator and open up the color picker and just find a blue. That looks good, and you can see it only changed the color of what I had selected. And I'm going to select that text box again, and underneath effects over here, this is where you can add a gradient. So I can make this whole text box a gradient color. I can also add a stroke or make the stroke bigger. You can see it's already got a black stroke on it. If I wanted that to be a blue, I could change it to blue. I could also add a shadow underneath it. So where it says shadow tool, I can drag that up. I can change the vertical. You can barely see the shadow here, so I could change the color to make it darker, and now you can see it more. So I have my black shadow. I can make it blurry however I want to, and change the vertical position or the horizontal position. Okay, that looks good. Let's close the group editor. And now I got my text with a shadow behind it, and I changed the text color as well. All right, let's move on to change the images inside this work area. And what I can do is go to Photos right here. This will open up our photo library, and I can just drag. If I find a photo I like, I'll do this astronaut right here. I can just click and drag and drop it on top of any of these stars to replace the photo that's in it. That looks good. And then I can move the crop shape around to find a placement that I want, and I can resize it if I want to by clicking on these little circles in the selection box. And update placeholder. And now I have that astronaut in there as well. Okay, that looks good. You can do a search here if you want to search for whatever you're looking for to add to your video. You can also go to My Media and Uploads and go to Uploads right here, the Uploads button. And I've got nature typed in here, so I'm just going to click this X to get rid of it. And if I want to upload an item underneath the Uploads button, when that's selected, I could click Upload Items. And you could upload a picture of someone on your team or in your company or yourself. And this is not me here. This is just a stock photo. I'm going to drag that and drop it on top of another star and click Update Placeholder. And that updates that star with the new photo. If I want to add a logo, I could do that too. Upload items, upload my logo, which I already have the PresenterMedia logo here. And I could drag and drop that to get it into this work area, or just click on it and it'll just add it to the center of the work area. And then I can drag it around and resize it by clicking on the circles to resize. There we go. I'm just dragging on those circles. And once I find a position where I want it, that looks good. I'm going to play. And you can see the logo is in there all the time. If I want to add an animation to that, like a fade in, I just select the logo, or you could do this with text as well, or any item that's in your work area. And then down at the bottom, you'll have your options for adding animations. So if I want to add an entrance, you can also add an exit, but I'm going to just add an entrance. And I'm going to just do a fade in. It adds this bar, this timeline bar for that item, and I can drag that around. And I want it to come in kind of after the stars animation comes in. So I'll double click on the group to access the different items inside the group, and click on stars. And you can see stars has a animation bar on it as well that starts at 3.1 seconds and ends at 4.1, so it does its animation over that timeline. So I'm just going to click the PresenterMedia logo and have this fade in at 4, so just a little bit after the stars, and I'll play that. Okay, looks good. It faded in right after the stars, just how I wanted it. All right, so right in the timeline as well down here, if I don't have anything selected, I can see the duration of the time. Excuse me. See the duration of the slide. So I can change it to 14 seconds, and now it'll play out to 14 seconds instead of 8 seconds. I'm going to change it back to 8 seconds here. That looks good. Let's see. If I wanted to add an element, I could go underneath elements, and I can select from the library of clip art we have. So I'm going to choose this rocket. I can add that in here. Something like that. I'll add another animation entrance effect, and I'll do a fly up on it. And I'm going to move the animation bar right here over to 4 seconds, just like the logo, both at 4 seconds. And down here, right next to the entrance, you'll have some different easing in and easing out of your animation. So right now it's linear, so it'll just come in and stop, like a hard stop. If I do ease out, anything that says ease out, it'll add a little bit more kind of a, you'll see, where it kind of slowly comes in and stops instead of an abrupt stop. Okay, that looks good. We'll just keep that. You can also add icons if you want to add an icon. If you want to add an animation, you could add an animation in there as well. So let's add this little astronaut floating, and I'm gonna go, I have to select off of him and select back on to get the options for an entrance effect. And I'm gonna click to add a, all right, right to left. So right to left will just show him flying across the whole screen. It's probably going to go kind of fast. So for a right to left effect, you can have it start anywhere, but I'm going to have it start at the beginning, and he's going to fly across the screen until the video is done. So I just drag this indicator right here, or this little animation, the ending ticker, over to the end where the gray is selected, right here to show the end of my slide. And I'll click play. You see my astronaut flies across. That looks good. Cool. If I want him to fly across slower, I would just change the duration of the slide by changing this slider here. And I'll select the astronaut again and just drag that last last ticker on the animation bar over to the end. And you can see that now the astronaut flies in slower as I lengthen the video. Cool. All right, let's keep moving on here. If I want to add different music, I could. And what I can do here is go to Timeline and Audio and click this little trash can. I have to be under Project Music and Audio right here. Trash can, that will take out the audio. If I play it now, there is no audio. And if I click Music, I can go through the music here and find something that's fitting to my video. So let's just do that one. I'll click the plus sign. It'll ask me if I want to play across this slide or across multiple slides. I would just select multiple slides, just a good habit, just to, in case you add a slide later to your project, it will play across that slide as well. And I'm going to lower the volume down just so it's not so loud. Okay, and I'm going to play now. I got my new audio in there. Looks good. Okay, I like that. I'm going to keep going here, and I'm going to actually add another slide to this single slide video. So to do that, just go Browse Video Slides, and you'll have different options you can click through here. And if I go to, let's see, yeah, right here, this Reach for the Stars, it's like a content slide. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to import slides, and you see that added that slide now to my slides over here underneath my first slide. And if I'm gonna actually go down and change the slide or the timeline of my first or the duration of my first slide to 8 seconds, and I'm gonna play through that. You can see that the video will play now, and once 8 seconds is up, it'll go to the next slide below it and play that animation on that slide. So you can start to build multiple slide videos if you want to. And if you go back to the other page, you can start from multiple slide video templates as well. And we'll take a look at that in just a minute here. So let's say I've got this all where I wanted, and I've added my own text in here. To save this out, to save this as an actual video, I'll need to go to File and go Download as Video. and it'll say we're processing your slide clip. And up in the right corner, you can see this gear it now starts to rotate. That means this video is now being built for you, and it will give you a little indication up here. the gear will stop rotating, and you'll get a little indication that it's ready to download. Let's keep looking here. So I'm going to go to the first slide. If you wanted to add a different text, you can by going to this text option here. That'll open up the library of text designs you can load into your project. If you want to start from scratch, or if you didn't like how this text looked, I can delete that out easily by hitting delete. And then I'm going to just click on one of these, and you can see that it adds it to my video. And if I play, it's got that text in it. It's not animated. You can always go just add an animation to it, as we did previously in the video. And I'll just put a fade on it and just make it fade in like at 2 seconds here, and play that. All right, you see it fades in at 2 seconds now. And okay, up in the top right corner, you can see there's a little 1 in a red box. That means the video is done and it's ready to be downloaded. You can download it by clicking on the gears here and just clicking download here. Or you can go to My Media and Uploads. This is where all your customizable projects, once you customize them, they go to live here. And you can see in the top part right here, the video that I just created is now ready to be downloaded. And I can, underneath these actions over here, I can download it. I can click to save, which if you want to save a project that you've customized, click to save it forever. You want to click and save. So right now it says saved. If you don't click that, after 90 days, your project will be deleted to clear up space. So that's the power's in your hands if you want to save it or not. If you're signed up for the free version of PresenterMedia, that option will not be available to you. That's only for unlimited members. So keep that in mind if you're on the free version. So you can also redo or delete from here. And you can also, download from here as well. And the little preview right here, just click on that. And you can see your final download. Cool, that looks good. You can also download it from here, or save it, redo it. I'm going to click the little X to exit out of that preview, and I could also redo it. If I click redo, load new project, it'll load up the project that I just made with all the edits I made to it. So if I misspelled something, or if I just wanted to change anything, I could just by clicking the redo. Let's see. If I was working on this and I wanted to save it for later and work on it, I could just rename this to a unique name up here and go reach. We'll just go reach. And if I change something, click save changes by just clicking on that. Okay, now the changes are saved. And if I go back to My Media and Uploads, this will be under drafts. So look, just click under drafts. Now I have that saved, and I can click edit if I want to go back and keep working on it. Just a way, if you're working on a video and you have to leave that video, rename it, and you can come back and work on it later. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to go over in this video. If you want to stick with me, we're about 19 minutes in. If you made it this far, awesome. Thank you for watching. Go start making some cool videos. If you want to keep watching, I'll show you a few other things and go in a little more detail. So just stick with me if you want to. Underneath File, you can also export a slide as an image, so a JPEG or a PNG. So if I select that, excuse me, and go download it as an image. It downloads as a large high-res image of just this. So no animation, just the image. Okay, and you can do that with the second slide as well. Whatever slide you have selected, it will download that as the image. You can also do new project from here. Load, imported save project. So if I click on that, you can see it goes to my drafts, and we viewed that. We had just saved that. I could save out anything I want as a draft and load it into my slide clips. So I have a few in here, and I'll just load this second one here. Import slides. And now I'm going to expand this, and you can see I added these slides underneath here. So if I preview this, you'll start going through these slides. Let me delete this one out real quick so you can kind of see that. Once this slide, the 8 seconds is up, it'll go to the new slides that I imported. And you can see here 2 different music tracks. So 2 different music tracks are playing. So what I need to do is just delete them out. And it'll just have that one audio track that will play over all the slides. That's why I mentioned like clicking play across all slides in case you did add some separate slides later. Okay, if you're still following along, cool. I'll show you a few other things. If I go to the right over here, right next to the effects tab is layers tabs. If you wanted to select layers of the items that are on your work area, you can do that. Some items will be locked. Just keep that in mind. Let's see. And, and if you can't edit them, you'll need to go into layers and unlock them. Let's go underneath here. So we did text, right? We added text to this. You can also do title art, which is right next to that. And what title art is, if I add one of these and resize it, there are groups that you can add in that are already animated. So you can easily start to build a video by using these title arts. And let's go down. You also have an option for calendars if you wanted to add like a calendar to your project, something like that. So you could add that onto another slide if you wanted to show some dates or whatever you want to show, important dates, or just a calendar of that month. You can also add video. So let's type in world. I'm going to add this video here and just resize it by dragging on the corners to resize it. And then I'm going to actually pull down the layer to the bottom. And one thing I can do is with the video selected, go underneath effects, and you'll have a blending options right here. So if you click blending options, you can click on these and it will multiply over the background. So I'll have that video over the stars in the background, but if I click on some of these these blending modes, I can get some cool looks to blend videos together. And I'll play that. And now I got that world in the background. That kind of looks cool with the astronaut flying over. And I don't have any text in this area, so let's go to title art, and with world in the search box right here, I can add. Let's see, what do I want to add? Let's just add this robot in here. That looks good. You might have to reorder things because this will come on top of everything. So you might need to go into here or move it out of the way and bring these to front. Yeah, move it out of the way, bring it to front. So I've got to bring that astronaut right to the front as well. That looks good. But now, if I got to bring the rocket to the front, everything to the front. If I play this, it adds the group that's already animated, so it gives it a totally different look. Okay, that looks good. All right, so that's basics of the video maker, loading the editable video templates into them. Like I said before, in here you can start from multiple slide video templates, which I'll expand this. This has 5 different slides you could choose from. And you can delete these out easily by clicking on the little trash can here. You can select multiple ones to delete out by holding down Shift. And then you have the social media sizes, which will load up in a square size. So you can change the color. So right now there's a white template. If you want to change, I shouldn't say template, white overlay. But if you wanted to have a dark overlay so you can see this one better, you just click this little toggle right here. And that will be your area when you preview the slide. That looks good. Cool. All right, well that's all I'm gonna go over in this video. You can find more advanced videos on the slide clip video maker to go over like morphs and more about animation. So just check those out. If you've made it this far, I applaud you, because there's a lot to show you here, so it kind of went long. So yeah, go make some awesome videos, and we'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye.